Hey everyone, this is Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics. This is kind of a stash update video. I don't know. I wish I could say an update about Fabric of the Month, but all I can say is I've dyed all 250 pieces of April Zephyrus, and I still have, I think, about 150 pieces left to dye May's Chloris. So I'm hoping to get that dyed tomorrow and work on getting it out on Monday. Just I'm gonna start ironing and ironing and ironing and ironing, and then that'll be, once I can get it all ironed, I can get it all in the mail. So to those of you who are in my Fabric of the Month club, hopefully you watched my last video, you saw what a mess my house is. It's still a mess. In fact, that's all the stuff in my office. That's still in boxes. So I still have just a ton of stuff that I need to pack. I have, a ton of stuff I need to unpack. So, this right here, let's see if I can get it. That huge pile of dyed fabric right there, that's all the stuff I have to press, which is going to take me hopefully only a couple of days, but just because I set out for a goal doesn't mean it's going to happen. Everything seems to take longer than I think it's going to take. So that's where I'm at. I want to do a Stitch Maynia update. As most people know, Stitch Maynia is a group. It started a couple of years ago. They did 15 starts the first 15 days of May. I interpret it my own way because I just don't have time to start 15 things. I did it a couple of years ago in January and only finished maybe 5 of those projects. I really need to work on some of them, but some of them I'm changing fabrics, so I don't know. This year I decided to start all of Nora Corbett's Bella portraits because they're small, and I saw a couple of them finished at the Mirabilia retreat and thought they were gorgeous. And I have this perfect wall in my bedroom where it's like this long thin wall, and I'm like, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'd be perfect. So that's what I'm working on. Here's the charts. This is what they look like. So the top one's Bella Butterfly and the bottom one's Bella Bee. Aren't they pretty? And then this is Bella Rose and Bella Hydrangea. I started Hydrangea at the Mirror Retreat, but still consider that like one of my Maynia starts. The second one I started was Bella Bee, and then I started Bella Butterfly, and then the last one I started was Bella Rose. So those are what I'm working on. Those are what I'm actively working on. I keep telling myself, and I'm trying to stick to it, I will not start anything else. I will not pick up anything else until I finish them. So the last one I started was Bella Rose. And because she was still on the Q-snaps at the end of May, I worked on her until she was done. So she is all done. I finished her yesterday. She's super pretty. She stitched on Iced Grapes Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics, of course. I stitched all of them on Opal Cashel so they'd all be the same size. This is the one I'm currently working on. The way I did it was I said I finished Bella Rose, and then I decided to do all the others based on, and do the ones that had the least amount stitched, so that it would be like, as I got, it would be like exponentially faster to finish them as I kept going. So this is Bella Butterfly. I love her. She is so pretty. And I don't think the video is going to show how pretty she is, but for Stitch Maynia, I only got like all of this of her collar and maybe like 3 rows of skin done. So since I finished Bella Rose yesterday at my mother-in-law's house, I went ahead and worked on her, and I got most of her skin done last night. I just love her. She's so pretty. I love these big giant beads. I'll give a close up. Like, she's just super pretty. This second one I started was Bella Bee. you can see she's really close. I need to finish the bee, and then she has like a line of bees like right here, and some backstitch around the bees, and she's done. So she'll take no time. She stitched on Ophelia Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics. And the first one I started was Bella Hydrangea. So she's got a bit, I've got some of the flowers, I gotta finish the flowers in her hair, and then she has like a collar that I haven't worked on at all. So those are all of my Bellas. My goal was to finish them by the end of June. Not gonna happen. I bought this Bell Pulse hardware. 2 sets of it, and what I'm going to do is have each one mounted on this hardware, and then I can hang them like from the thing. That's my plan for those. Like I said, I bought 2 of those. This is the other project I've kind of been passionate about a lot lately. I don't remember if I've shown this since I got to this point. I haven't ironed it, so I'm thinking probably not, but this is Let Freedom Ring. So you can see I've got the top of Independence Hall done. I'm working my ways down the side. This is on 40 Count Autumn from Under the Sea Fabrics. I love this. I already have a place in mind to hang it, so I feel like it's one of those things that I'm going to keep picking up and working on more and more. So, yeah. Not a lot to report. Wow, I've only been talking 6 minutes. Most of what I had was, that's my Stitch Mania updates. I have a little bit of stash right here I'll show you in a second. But I just want to say again how much I appreciate the people who are being really patient with my orders. I'm trying to get done. I wish I could say that, you know, it was going as fast as I wanted, but it's just not. All of the fabric is serged. So I have like stacks of fabric sitting in piles all over my office that all needs to be serged, or is already serged. So that is the biggest hurdle before getting it dyed. It takes forever to serge fabric. So now that the fabric's serged, you know, it won't take me too long. But then pressing it can take hours. It takes as long to press as it does to serge it, and it took me 3 full days to serge. So we'll see. Stash. I have a little bit. When I went home to Virginia last month, I went to Dying to Stitch, and I bought this little book here. It's the JBW Designs, A Few Favorites. The reason I bought this, and I'm gonna kind of click, is because they have this little boat one finished on the wall. It's called To the Sea. And it's just a little sampler with some boats and a lighthouse. And I think it says, what does it say? My soul is singing for a journey to the sea. So I liked that one. But then I didn't realize until I got home and was looking at it, that it also had this one that's called To the Beach. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. And that one says, to the beach, seashells, sand, sunshine, sailboats, and swimming. That's a tongue twister. But I thought they were both very cute. I ordered this from my LNS. It's called Stitches from the Heart here in San Antonio. It is Plum Street Samplers Mariner's Drum. I already have their Cape Cod Keepers somewhere in my stash. I gotta find it. So I'm gonna do this and Cape Cod Keepers on 40 count opal as you wish. These, if I start anything, it'll be these. This might be my next new start. Yesterday, so I went Thursday to Houston. That is where, to the Woodlands. That's north of Houston. That's where my mother-in-law lives. And we went to go see Jimmy Buffett, because I'm a huge parrot head. And so I asked her if she wanted to go with me as like a late Mother's Day present. We went. But yesterday afternoon, so that was Thursday night. I got there right before the concert. And then yesterday afternoon, she took me into Spring, which is the next town over from the Woodlands. And that is where 3 Stitches and ABC Stitch are. So I didn't buy a whole lot. I would have loved to spend hours digging through all the charts at 3 Stitches. They have so much. And I just did not have the time. My mother-in-law was waiting in the car, so I think I only spent 15 minutes in there. But I would have dug for days if I could have. But I bought this at 123 Stitch. It's Sarah Elliott's Home Port by Primitive Traditions. And it's just like a little ship sampler. It says it was originally sold as the top design of the Sarah Elliott Sewing Chest Ensemble. I guess a lot of people liked it so much they went ahead and released it by itself. So I really like that. It's stitched on, it says Morning Dove, so a light gray, but I don't think I'm going to do it on. I don't know what color I'm going to put it on. I don't know why I'm trying to make decisions. I shouldn't be. I have too much other stuff to finish. And then I went across to 3 Stitches, and there I bought this one. Of course, it's a Herman Melville sampler. It's called The Voyage Home, and it's all voyages are homeward bound, but it's the quote from Herman Melville. And of course, it had a little mermaid on it, so I had to buy it, but I also like all the ships and everything. I'm not sure I love this stuff down here, so I might just do the top. I don't know. I got time to figure out. This was also stitched as a model in Dying to Stitch, and they didn't have the chart. So I was pleasantly surprised to stumble upon it at 3 Stitches. Let's see. I bought these. They are eyeglass cleaning cloths with samplers on the front, printed on them. I got those as gifts for friends. I already have one I bought for myself. That is in my sunglasses case. Is that all I bought there? Yeah, the other thing I bought there were threads that were for Secret Stitcher Exchange, so I don't want to show those. And then when I got back today, I had this little beauty. Isn't she cute? She was designed by Cassie's husband Aaron from Cassie's Needleminder, so of course I had to order her. And then I had my mystery bits from Stitching Bits and Bobs waiting for me. So I got Splendor 917, which is a lavender. Petite Silk Lemonade 23, which is a dark purple. Splendor 927, which is a taupe. And 928, which is a darker taupe. They look very close, but they're actually a little light and dark. Petite Silk Lemonade 22, which is a pale purple. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. And Petite Treasure Braid 48, which is a really pretty orange, coppery color. It's not quite copper. It's more of an orange with like flecks of gold on it. And then I got Silken Colors Lavender Tea. It is so hard. I would never ever be able to take a picture of this or get this close. But it looks white. There are like stripes of really pale lavender in this. So it's super pretty and super subtle. And then Silken Colors Razzleberry. Again, this looks like it's a solid color, but there's streaks of like darker purple and lighter pink in that, so it's really pretty. I got Peacock Green from Gloriana. That's pretty true to color. It's like just a very peacocky green, and it doesn't have a lot of variation. Maybe some stripes of like some yellow, but doesn't look like there's much. And then the last one I got is Valentine's from Gloriana. So that's a bunch like tones of pink. So that's all I have going for me 14 minutes later. So hopefully I'll have another update in the next couple weeks. I'm expecting something back from my finisher, so I can't wait to show you that. And honestly, I'm just trying to get caught up so I'm not stitching much. Normally I would be trying to dye today, I was planning to, but instead I cut like a couple of new orders that came in because my back is still aching from sitting outside on the ground all night Thursday night. So I'm gonna get back to dyeing tomorrow. I'm hoping to get the rest of Fabric of the Month dyed tomorrow so I can start ironing it tomorrow evening and get back on the flow. So for those who are on Fabric of the Month, you should know from the from the Facebook page, I'm not doing a June fabric. Instead, I'm trying to get caught up, but instead I will be sending out the Leon Day / every year I do a Leon Day sale, which is 6 months from Christmas, June 25th. Leon instead of Noel because it's backwards. I do a Leon Day to July 4th sale. I'm going to send the coupon code for that out a couple of weeks early for my Fabric of the Month members. So, you know, kind of make up for the fact that I didn't do a discounted fabric for y'all this month or come up with a new color. So, thanks everybody for watching, and have a good weekend.